Well, I've gone to AI Plus, and before I did that I set the white balance manually by eye to the monitor, so but just roughly, very quickly by eye. I don't know, maybe in future you can do the same, but it had like an orange to say, what's the word, it's that bluey green colour. It's not cyan, it's the jade, from sort of an orangey brown to a jade bar, and you can go from one to the other. So that might explain the browns, fellas. But oh, look how wet it is here. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Looks good in the monitor, but a little bit more green in the actual. We'll work on it, fellas. So maybe I have to take the plus off to allow the white balance setting that I've done. Hang on, let's try this. Oh wow, I can't fault the blue on that. That's perfect. So as I said, it's so close, it's frustrating. That's what I'm saying, it's so. But by the time the end of the season it's come and gone, I suppose, we would have perfected it, and we'll be waiting 5 months to start a new season with perfection. The usual thing. But there's nothing really much else to film here, fellas, because as I said, they're probably just starting up and pushing their way up through the soil, and they're going to be producing their basal rosettes as I said, between the crossover from June into July. And the plan is to go back to that new site we found, New Hooker Eye. But as I probably hinted at before, which I'm going to have to do a prenuptial, we didn't actually get to a much better place. We found a place a bit like this up there, adjacent to a thing. So we went, let me see, draw it on the ground roughly. So we went along basically the creek line there, and we found the hookery eyes basically there. But we should have, right at the beginning of our journey, gone off of here, and there's a big expanse here that's like that. So I assume, since there's interesting hookery eyes there, this whole area is going to have old hookery eyes in there. So a bit like, as I said, this sort of silvery sandy area we just looked at here. So it should be quite exciting. But I'll do you a proper prenuptial, probably using the expressive mode inside the house, because it gives. I took a photograph of the computer monitor. I just could not fault the colours and the clarity. That was taking a photograph though, so I was really impressed with that. And it picked up the detail off the screen without all that horrible moi, or whatever they call Moya. Noir, moi. Okay. People on the Paris metro are probably chuckling their little things and falling off their seats or something, and people on the other side of the carriages are wondering, because they've got their earphones in and looking at their little iPhone, iPads or whatever, and they're probably pissing themselves laughing after I've just done that. And people on the other side of the carriage are just wanting to know, what the heck are they watching? And they're saying, oh, it's just some nutter from southern Abbottland. Abbottland, I'll say no more. Don't you have an onion-eating Prime Minister? I mean, that's the only thing I think he's going to be remembered for, is eating an onion without flinching. I mean, I think that really says it all, really. It's something. I really like my onions, but most people flinch when they bite into an onion, initially. But anyway, I think we basically need to go and walk all the way in here, but it looks like it's covered with blackberry, so I'm not going to do that. Not, dressed in Crocs and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, colour check on the old Crocs. Colour check between the two. Okay. The two blues. But maybe the blackberry runs out somewhere up there. Oh, maybe we should just take a look-see recce. How about that? We're only at 4 minutes, so we spend another 4 minutes going in here. We can check out, see how bad the blackberry is, and do we have to actually go over to the next valley over. Valley. People in Europe are probably laughing at that. Right, colour check. And oh wow, it's quite damp here. Amazing. Oh yeah, a whole wall of blackberry. Oh yes. Oh yes, I'm glad I came. That's an interesting shot, especially with the new camera. Yeah. I need a little bit more brown and slightly browner. Maybe I just have to darken it. Can we do that while we're in movie mode? ISO? I don't know. Didn't think we could change settings in film. Hang on. It's good enough for the initial steps. I don't want to spoil the footage in case it clicks off automatically or something when I try to change the setting. Need more at-home practice sort of thing, but oh yeah, look at that. That blackberry looks like it runs all the way up the watercourse. So yeah, I'll hold the camera really as high. I need my pole again, fellas. So yeah, pan and pause. And back up there, and don't know what's going to grow on that slope there. Could be interesting. The odd hookery eye, you never know. Well, it does seem to be more prevalent to the silver sandy areas. And also down at Nanki and Tuparang with the more peaty silver sandy areas, you know. So anyway, I think we've got 2 minutes. We'll just see if we can get over to the next valley, and we'll start a new clip from the next valley, sort of thing. And we'll take a walk up and see how we go. See if we can actually see the wet wall in the distance, you know. Get up high enough, we might be able to, and see what the problem was, because I should have brought my map with me, shouldn't I? I'm not really prepared. But we walked down the track and on last year's footage sort of thing, and we eventually got to the pylon track, and we went downside in that sort of gully sort of thing, and then we walked out, and we ended up coming back sort of walking. I think we must have walked under the wet wall or something. So it was very weird. I'm probably going to have to draw a map in a minute if we don't get any visitors that will explain it to us. So yeah. So this is, I think, the valley we need to walk up, because I said there's just too much. We can either walk up there, but I don't want to be too close to those pylons, having seen too many bloody YouTube clips of people not actually on the pylons but getting too close to them and being zapped. That's definitely not a way I want to go. So I think maybe we'll just walk up here, especially with the darkies, the dinklage and the smeg coming in on the horizon. So we'll press on through the dinklage and the smeg. Okay, well, here's another whole stand as answer is up there, so whether there's a silver sandy area in or behind it could bode well. Anyway, I think we're about 8 minutes. We'll start a new clip. Maybe we'll go back to expressive mode, see how that goes. Everyone in the audience saying, no, this is perfect as it is. Well, I've got to practice, fellas. Got to find out. We've come a reasonable distance. That's what, 500 metres, half a K. So yeah. So there's probably a difference of about 250 metres between these two valleys, I would say, assuming they are two valleys. And we're going to go up the crest of this one in between the two, I think, to have a look-see. Anyway, we'll start a new clip.